The Forward Guyana Movement has filed a significant election petition in the High Court challenging the validity of the September 1, 2025 general and regional elections. The party contends that the electoral process, as implemented by the Guyana Elections Commission (GECOM), violated constitutional rights and systematically disenfranchised voters, particularly in hinterland regions with large Amerindian populations. Filed on October 14 by the FGM representative Randolph Julian Critchlow and a legal team led by attorney Dr. Vivian M. Williams, the petition seeks three key outcomes: the annulment of the September 1 election results, court order mandating fresh elections under a revised system that guarantees all eligible political parties are represented on the ballot in every region, and a declaration that thousands of electors were denied effective participation in the democratic process, especially in Regions 7, 8, and 9, where FGM alleges it was improperly excluded from regional ballots. However, the Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General Anil Nandlall, speaking during his weekly program Issues in the News, said the Forward Guyana movement is once again attempting to abuse the judicial system. He highlighted that the party's election petition fails to comply with the procedural requirements set out in law, rendering the filing fundamentally flawed.
What I'm saying is that this petition is hopelessly misconceived and woefully deficient. And one can predict with almost virtual certainty that it will be dismissed. The Attorney General has been named as a respondent. GCOM has been named as a respondent. The Attorney General is already preparing an application to strike it out. I don't know what GCOM's position is, but more likely than not, it will be the same thing.
At the core of the case is a challenge to Sections 11, 11A, and 11B of the Representation of the People Act, ROPA, which mandate that political parties contesting a specific number of constituencies and geographic regions to qualify for placement on the ballot. The Forward Guyana movement argues that these thresholds impose unjust structural barriers, particularly in sparsely populated and remote areas, and violate constitutional guarantees of universal suffrage and protection against discrimination. Acting Chief Justice Navindra Singh recently dismissed another case brought by FGM, which argued that they sought to have been placed on ballot papers in all regions, despite not contesting in some of them. The AG posited that challenging the system must be done in the correct way.
You cannot get a case more wrongly done than this. And this time around, I support people challenging decisions in the court or challenging important events in the court. It's part of the rule of law, it's part of democracy, it's part of one's freedom. But one must do so diligently and competently. As I said, this is a colossal abuse of the process. And at the appropriate time, an application will be made for costs against counsel in this matter.
The Attorney General Anil Nandlall also questioned the legal grounding of the petition, noting that while the party's leader is an attorney, it may be evident that they have never seen an election petition. He expressed hope that the court will hear the matter at the earliest possible opportunity in order to bring swift resolution to the legal proceedings. Colwyn Abrams, Guyana TV 9 News.